In class, that is why Brian Griffin is the most misunderstood character in all of fiction. Now, to finish off today's lesson, we have one final question for my two loyal students. What is the most optimal split in bodybuilding?
Is it anterior or posterior?
That is probably the stupidest answer I've had all day! Sizer, any thoughts on the question?
It's clearly the bro split.
Do you think bro split got me this massive fucking bicep? Well, actually it did. But no! Jacob, I'll give you one final guess.
Is it the Arnold split?
You disgust me. Sizer?
Upper lower?
You're damn fucking right. What is going on, y'all? We are finally here at the expanded version of America's Gym. Probably the best gym in the country now. Honestly, this gym has blown my mind. I'm so excited to share this journey with you guys. You guys haven't really seen anything yet, and trust me, your minds are gonna be absolutely blown. And today we're gonna be talking about upper lower, why it's the most optimal split, maybe it isn't, and my thoughts on it as I'm now doing it for the past about month. So we're gonna be trying to have the most optimal upper body day. We're gonna be in a sick ass gym. Let's get after it. So I've been doing upper lower for a little over a month now. I've been really enjoying it, to be honest. I feel like all my lifts have been really efficient. For me, I've recently been having some injury issues, especially with my low back, and upper lower is really nice because it allows you to really optimize efficiency and minimize fatigue without having to like do so much volume. And originally I thought I don't like upper lower because the volume seems forced. Upper days seem like way too much, which is why I'm actually doing a modified upper lower day. So to clear this up, some of you guys might know, if you know Dorian Sirachi, I believe his name is, I actually got this idea from him, and I've very slightly tweaked a few things, but for the most part, he does like a modified upper lower where it's chest, back, shoulders, so no arms, which, I mean, if you guys know me, not to flex, you know, but my arms don't really need too much work right now, so I'm trying to focus on everything else, especially legs. I've been really focusing on abs more as well, hitting it with like heavy load, pause. We're just trying to kind of find our way in the new split, but I do like it. So today I'm just gonna be taking you guys through a workout at my new gym, kind of breaking down my thoughts on upper lower, if it's worth it, if you guys should be doing it, and how I've been enjoying it. So this is the first machine we got here. I haven't really done this one besides like one random time yet. This looks actually insane. So we're gonna get into this. The upper day that I'm doing is, like I said, no arms. So with the chest, back, and shoulders focus, basically what I'm going for is about 2 exercises per muscle group. So we'll do like a fly and a press, we'll do a row and a pull, we'll do a raise and a press again. I used my favorite shoulder press machine of all time last week, so I'm gonna show you guys that. That thing is fucking sick. And there's a few other really special machines I can't wait to show. So we're gonna do a few like pretty chill sets just to warm up, kind of get a feel. All these machines are still super new, so I'm not trying to be too serious about the way I'm doing it because I'm letting myself warm up a little bit. So I just want to get a good feel for them. But I can already tell the nice part about these machines is they're going to force you to work with weight that's much more realistically geared for the prime mover of that exercise. And what I'm saying is a lot of machines are easy because they let you cheat, and these don't let you cheat. So the muscles you're actually trying to hit, you actually realize, oh wow, those are not as strong as I thought they were because I was using my whole body and not just that muscle. That's what we're doing today for upper. I'm going to talk more about the split later on, but we'll do one more set of this and then get in the next movement. What up, y'all? We are the next machine. I ended up doing a little bit of pull-ups. I really like doing a vertical pull before my press movement because it just feels nice to kind of like get that external rotation and like move through the full plane of all my back muscles. I prefer the pull, but rows are good. So the nice thing about this machine, or this gym, is a lot of the new machines they have are Atlantis, which are great, and also Prime. Now, if you guys don't know, Prime is this guy right here. So this is a pin-loaded incline chest press. And the cool thing about Prime machines is every single one of them has adjustable resistance profiles. Now, what that means is you can essentially adjust the resistance at the end range, middle range, and beginning range for any Prime machine. So if you want it to be harder at a certain point, depending on what muscle you're going for example, like we know that if we want to hit quads like on a squat, we want to get full knee flexion without like sacrificing our hip flexors, right? So you know that most of it's going to be on the bottom. That's why some people might put a thick band on their hack squat or something, go heavier and increase resistance on the bottom. It's going to be good for your quads. So now that we have this, it's really cool. And the other good part about it is it's just smooth as fuck. Like, y'all need to see this right now. I didn't adjust anything, I'm just using it, but kickstand feels so smooth, bro. My elbows are perfectly, I can flare, I can tuck, I can go neutral grip. which a little more shoulder, but never hurt anyone. It's sick. So we're gonna hit a few sets here, and then we'll go to some sort of back movement next, or maybe shoulder press. But yeah, stay hype. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Dude, I just put it on the end range being harder. That wasn't even fucking 5 reps, bro. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's decently heavy, but I have to do one more set, but it's crazy how hard those pick up when you sit at a certain range. Dude, there's this one too. I think someone's on this. But we had it set to like the beginning range being heavier. It's like a seated row. And on the first day, it's like, you can literally feel halfway through how it gets like lighter. It's the weirdest fucking thing. But it's really nice because then you can even it out however you want. And you can have like sort of a transgression, I guess you could say, where like it gradually just kind of progresses or the opposite. But yeah, so we're gonna do, this is our press. We'll hit one more heavier set. I don't really do more than 2 heavy sets for anything, unless it's a compound, but I'm lower on compounds, heavier on machines right now, just because I'm kind of still laboring an erector injury, which more gets hurt at work. When I'm in the gym, it doesn't really hurt anymore. It's better because my technique is very particular. It's been fixed. I've had some form resets. I only really do stacked ribs now. I might have a slight arch, but I think I was taking the scapular pill a little hard, kind of loading more connective tissue. Yeah, I basically pulled my erector doing shoulder press. Not even super heavy, but dumbbell shoulder press. And it felt great when I hurt my shoulder because my traps got like hyper mobile almost. I loaded so much onto my lats and my erectors constantly. If you have any incorrect bracing, any shift in the weight, it could really just kind of hurt your spine. I'm lucky to not have a disc injury, but be smart. Arching is natural, but don't overarch because I used to do it for a while and it would produce the heaviest lift. But if we care about growing our front delts, we don't really need to be doing that. So I do more stacked ribs now, which it's not as fun for a lot of movements. Arching feels natural to me, so I don't try to like override what feels natural, you know, because if something feels normal, everyone's body is different. Just some advice to someone who hurt themselves. Back injuries are not fun. They're stubborn. You have to be careful for the rest of time how you go about them using your back. Yeah, it's just not worth it. So don't arch too much and make sure you squat properly as well. Neutral spine. It's been said many times, but neutral spine is always better. It's gonna be, if you're braced properly, you have neutral spine, you're not ego lifting, it's gonna be hard to hurt your back. But we'll do one more set and then we'll see you guys on some sort of row and then we'll do a shoulder press. Almost a scare. I want to try and switch to neutral grip in the beginning, and I thought if I let it down and held the kickstand, it wouldn't just come all the way down, but I think the kickstand only comes like the beginning of the stack. As long as Brian didn't see that, we're good. All right, guys, so this guy right here is an extremely special piece of equipment. This is probably the most expensive machine in this entire gym. This is actually custom made specifically for this gym. So there's not any machine that's exactly like this one in the entire world, per my understanding. Made by TK Star. This is like an iconic, legendary brand of machine making, and there's 2 different ways to use this, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys right now. First, the standard way, which you're probably thinking, holy fucking shit. You got your foot placement right here. You're gonna grab this guy, and you're gonna row down. As these grips nicely flare outward. Feels really good if you want to target a little wider at the bottom, get a little more upper back, a little more rhomboid trap, rear delt focus. Or if you want to stay narrow and keep elbows really tucked and follow that path. Now that's great. But the way that I initially used this after looking at it, if anyone knows machines, you see this and you think your head's supposed to go there. It's also made to be used like this, which is just the sickest fucking thing in the entire world. Definitely requires a little more bracing. You gotta create your own stability. I have my feet tucked under the bottom of the bench here, and I kind of let this flare out. I could even scooch down a little bit more, actually. I've never seen anything like this. There's a bunch of equipment in here that have blown my mind, but this one particularly is just by itself one of the coolest looking things I've ever seen, and special piece of equipment I've ever been able to use. So I'm very grateful to have this, and it's honestly just insane. We got the 2.5 pound increments finally, 37.5. That's pretty sick. I'm feeling pumped. I'm telling you guys, bro, it's the coconut water. My muscles when I leave the house, they're like this. Now they expanded, I don't know. I think someone put steroids in my cereal. All right, guys, we have made it to shoulder press. We got 1 or 2 more movements after this. We've done chest press, we've done vertical pull, we've done row, we've done shoulder raise. Now this machine, I'm gonna give the most glaze of any machine in this gym because this is probably this is one of my favorite machines of all time. I used it last week. Shoulder press. As someone who has a past shoulder injury to my joint, I have never felt more stable and able to push through more without thinking of like anything weird going on as I have with this machine. This machine feels so good. It's like butter. The padding is just perfectly in line. It keeps you humble. Like you don't have to go super heavy, but it feels like you can really like isolate front delts. Like I've never used the machine. Like a lot of times machines are like out in front of you like this, where it feels not secure for your joints, elbow or shoulder. A lot of times they go like up here like this. A lot of times they feel like a chest press. A lot of times your chest press feels like shoulder press. So this is like a true shoulder press. Like I actually really like it. So we're just gonna hop into like 225 to 25 and a 10 and see how we can do for a heavy set. Back against the pad, sharp exhale, brace, sharp inhale. That feels so good, but it feels light. We're gonna up it and do the next set, 225. So one of the main things about upper that I really like, the minimizing of fatigue. Basically with less fatigue, I feel so much less burnt out until like the end of my workout. And a lot of this is because of my new philosophy of like doing 2 sets. So I only really stick to, I'm sure you guys have heard, I really am doing 2 heavy sets like I said earlier. And then I'm only doing no more than like 2 exercises per muscle group, right? So chest, back, and shoulders, 6 movements total. If you just have in mind the fact that you wanna allocate fatigue evenly throughout the entire workout and you're prioritizing your chest and back, or if you feel like your back is your weakest point, you wanna prioritize that a little bit more, there's a lot of room as long as you have this understanding and you approach it a certain way. When you know you're gonna have to sort of balance out that fatigue so that you still have time to like get good stimulus on all the muscle groups before your CNS just burns out. Because that's something we can't avoid, right? Like our body, regardless of what movement or muscle group we're hitting, our CNS is always gonna be working. So when we get that fatigue, there's not much we can do about it. That's why you wanna minimize training back-to-back days. But obviously, when you wanna have a high frequency, you can only do that so much. So I try not to hit anything more than back-to-back days, right? And then I have a rest. And the other nice thing about my split is weeks where I have more open time, I can do 6 days and 3 each, or weeks where I don't, I can do 4 days and just go a little bit harder on those 2 each, you know? So I'm still doing everything twice per week, except for arms, which I'm not as concerned about doing once. And then if I have time, I'll do everything 3 times per week, which is a lot to me, but if you are approaching it with that in mind, knowing you have to think in a week span, in a day span, in that workout span, you can really like foolproof your plan, right? Because you're picking things for a certain reason. You're not just going in blind. So planning and having sort of a strategy to attack is really important. Because if you just go based on feel, when you're at more of an advanced point or you have an injury or you're trying to have this much increase in muscle mass, it's gonna be way harder unless you actually have a reason for what you're doing specifically. Having a plan of attack, that's why it's always nice to try a new split. So I recommend upper lower, and I've been getting massive leg gains recently too. So lots of attention to legs, which is never a bad thing. But we're gonna hop into this next set. See you in a sec. Holy fuck. Other set, so easy. Next set, you increase it by 15 pounds each and it just gets that much harder. The thing is too, is this one really tough at the bottom range. So not having a lift off probably lost me like 2 or 3 reps, which is fine because, you know, a good challenge never hurt anyone. That's just how truly humbling this machine is, which is a good thing, right? Because especially shoulder press, like I was saying earlier, if you do dumbbells or if you do barbell, it's gonna force you to cheat. Your body is not gonna wanna lift that much weight over your head and just have a perfect padding for your front delt. And a lot of people don't even know the biomechanics of like, okay, how do I do that? How do I isolate it? So when you have a machine like this, it makes that much of a difference and such a safer path to pushing that load further, right? Such a lower risk of injury. So obviously no shit, that's why you have machines, but it's fucking awesome, man. But yeah, it's gonna cover it for shoulder press. We're gonna show you guys a little bit more of the gym, hit the posing room. We're gonna fucking log. All right, we're gonna finish with some flies. This one's new for me, so it's a little weird. We're gonna test it out, it's prime, so let's see. I got it set to middle and end range harder, so. Okay, that's not bad. Oh. All right, so since I'm such a nice, lovely person, I decided to throw in a bonus exercise for y'all today because this machine was too unique and too sick to not show. So I haven't used it too much yet, but pause the video right now and try to guess what this machine is for because I guarantee you will not be able to. Actually, maybe you will if you're smart. After all, my subscribers are probably super smart, right? Anyways, you got a little mirror here to kind of make sure you're even, but you're gonna put your arms in here, and driving with your forearms, you're gonna do some shrugs, right? So it's weird, but it's also fucking awesome. And you don't have to sit here and worry about grip giving out for some sort of shrug that you're loading like super heavy, because I'll probably just lift our traps up pretty easily. That's like the most strong function of most of our traps. This one's kind of nice. And you know, probably builds a little forearm muscle just from having to go against all that weight. So it's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna hit the posing room. I feel fucking gassed, but I feel absolutely shredded, to be quite honest. We're gonna hit the posing room, show you guys that sick new lighting, and we'll be there in a sec. Oh my fucking gosh. Dude, I'm telling you guys, that coconut water. On this new split, I actually feel like for the first time, I've seen some gains increase. I would say especially in my back and my abs a little bit. I feel like they're popping a little more. Damn. A little lat spread. Yeah, guys, seriously, I feel like I've been finding a lot of nice gains in this split. I really haven't felt like I found a split that I wanted to do. And upper lower always felt weird, and I never could modify it the way I wanted to, but definitely gonna keep kind of updating you guys on this. Oh my gosh, bro, you can bet. This new gym's fucking awesome. I honestly can't say enough. If you're in the Chicago area, it's around Wheeling, right? So come check it out. I'm gonna try and start like training some people here, maybe working here one day, but it's gonna be really good for content. I wanna record a lot more YouTube. Lots of shorts gonna be done here. Lots of equipment I haven't shown you guys yet. The leg equipment is insane. There's gonna be a lot for me to show you guys there. Let me know what split you guys are running. If you have any questions about the upper lower split or any other split, if you have any new recommendations or, you know, kind of opposing viewpoints, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Let me know kind of what your guys' feelings have been towards this, because finding a split can be challenging. There's never one perfect answer for exactly what you want, and you gotta align it with your priorities. Like I said, like having a plan is what really helps, and that split curated to what you want and what your strengths and weaknesses are makes a huge difference. If you guys have any questions, thoughts, or concerns, let me know. And yeah, we got some fun video ideas coming up for you guys. If you have any other ideas relating to this topic, let me know down below. I want to start making more content that's geared on sort of training tips and more stuff focus on like common questions or things that are misunderstood, and just kind of clearing that up and just kind of sharing what the things that I have learned on this journey is, because the best teacher is by far always experience. Experience over everything. And I've been going to the gym for a long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pleasure speaking to the No Limit fam. We absolutely, oh my fucking God, we absolutely mauled America's gym today. Have a great rest of your day. Let's go get big. No Limit out.